one of the Panthers' big offseason acquisitions. Here's Miles Sanders.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 8 at the 30
Here we go.
line.
Set.
Young to throw it.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Chark.
A big play there for Carolina. 42 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Ready.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Pushes past him. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
So, week 1 is upon us. Frank Reich making his debut as Panthers head coach. He's tapped Bryce Young to get the nod here on opening day. And I think nowadays, Charles, if you're the #1 overall pick, the expectation is that you're going to be running the show right from the start.
I agree with that totally, and I support it, because if I'm drafted down #1, I'm going to do everything possible to get him ready to go right out of the gate. And it has worked out fairly well for the last 3 guys who are in that position. Kyler Murray, Joe Burrow, and Trevor Lawrence, all 3 have led their teams to the playoffs, with Burrow getting his team to the Super Bowl.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Here we go.
Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 15.
Set. Go.
Now the first running back taken back in April, the former Longhorn, Bijan Robinson.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
At the 36-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Yellow. Red. Cycle. Cut.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts.
The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
Even in only 10 games, seeing Pitts drop from 1,000 to under 400 yards receiving was tough last season. And he has only 3 total touchdowns in his first 2 years. Still one of the most athletic tight ends in the league. I expect last season to be the anomaly.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
In on the tackle there, Brandon Smith. From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Ritter throwing on third down. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. And back there to stop him on a great effort was Martin Emerson.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Ritter now. Open man is Miller. He's got it. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Trouble, 38. Ready, go. Yellow, blue. Ready.
Ritter to throw it. That's going to be caught by Pitts. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his football.
So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Got it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot of taking it right down Broadway. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders, 71 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much.
Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Drill green.
Ritter will set up to throw it.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Ritter. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Ritter.
Caught by Jones. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready?
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Well, getting close to the end zone, and you know that rookie wants the ball back. He's looking for his first career touchdown.
He certainly is, and you just wonder with the coaching staff, is it trust in him this early? Or are they trying to get him going, give him confidence early in his NFL career? Either way.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Desmond Ritter.
A 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Forced out to his left.
Oh, he tried to throw back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant.
And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready.
Ritter on 1st and 10.
This one complete to Scott Miller. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got enough not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
First down, here's Ritter.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Derek Brown busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Come on, back.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Ready?
Ritter from the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Let's go.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. He's able to find Miller. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up first and goal.
They'll run with Robinson.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Ritter back to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Desmond Ritter.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Falcons have moved out in front.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates. I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Young will set to throw. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
On second down, here's the option.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
He's going to look deep for more, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. For Marshall, that's complete. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right at the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Young's throw pulled in by Marshall.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Another completion there. You know, we think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here is Young. Touchdown, Panthers. Elijah Moore. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Ready.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here's Ritter.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver.
But now it'll be 3rd down.
Let's go now.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
On the ready.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Final play before the half. Here's Ritter.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching
report.
staffs
Coach.
likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Got it.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Strike it. Set.
1st and 10, it's Patterson.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Back to throw, Ritter.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Brian Burns in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Ready.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Young off the play fake.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Young.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Chark, 60 yards. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Piniero's extra point up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
14-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
This one left side caught by Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Got his man. It's London. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he's going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and
10.
Robinson up the middle. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Ritter now on 2nd down.
And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On first down, Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 3.
Ready.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Ritter now.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Ready.
Working from the gun, Ritter.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Scotty Miller.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, Young. And this one is incomplete.
Probably the way this offense is marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
And they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 60 yards. And the Falcons have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter.
And oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. And after all that, they're going to start out with unbelievable field position on the return. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Panther 1st down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now here on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown! Terrace Marshall.
65 yards.
And the Panthers are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Slide through. Set.
Ritter with another throw on second down. Throw left side, there's London.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Ritter's throw taken in by London.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Ultra. Go ultra. Cut, cut.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brian Burns, the one to bring him down.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on third down.
Go. Six. Mega.
Ritter back to throw. Over the middle, caught by London.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Come on, set.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
So a nice throw there. And, CD, I'd have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
Now, you know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
Young will set to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Ready, set.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a second down and 4.
Ready.
Young working out of the gun. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Looking to throw, Young. Over the middle, complete. That's Marshall. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. They'll throw again, Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Terrace Marshall.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Panthers have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Panthers 38, Falcons 33.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Down.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Red. Cycle.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He got 29 yards that time. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Blaster. 6. Ready. Ready.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Right back to Pitts again.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Ready.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Black swap. Hut, hut.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
11 more yards. That's another Falcons first down. First down.
4th
quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance.
Here's 1st and goal.
White. Ready?
They'll run with Patterson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Green. Blue striker. Set, go.
Now Ritter.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This is 3rd and goal.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Ritter.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that one's going to hurt big time because it's a one-score game, and they certainly thought with that throw they were getting a difference-making score right there.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Back to throw. Ritter.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Young. Into the hands of Sanders.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd down. Here's Young.
Throw left side complete. That's Sanders.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Now Young. Gets this to Moore.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Let's go.
A little over 30 seconds to go. Here's second down.
Swing back. Cut.
Young to throw.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Here we go.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week one. Here's third down now.
Here's Young. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play's so critical. You feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great